Hey, Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakudash, and double honors unto the apostles of Green Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there throughout the four corners of the earth who are pushing and teaching His word in truth and in sincerity. Hey, man, I was just kind of um, going through the scriptures, man, and Sirach 5 really stuck out to me, man. So I'm gonna just go through this and get precepts upon what I'm gonna get precepts on, and I hope that it be edifying. This is from the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, "Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life." Look, see, because the scriptures tell us. I'll actually just grab it. Matthew 6 and 19. And it says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." Look, see, and people like to set their heart upon the things that they have, on the things that they possess, and then it goes on to say, "And say not, I have enough for my life." You know, you know, don't be stagnant, man. It's like if us in this truth, okay, we get to a certain level of knowledge. All right, but there's always more to learn. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna give an example. So if we're at a certain level in this knowledge, okay, let's say we've been in the truth 4 or 5 years, right? And then you all of a sudden think, "Hey, bro, I got it, man. I'm good, bro. I don't need to do no more. That's enough for me." Nah, man, you gotta continue pushing. Say not that you haven't. Say not that you have enough. Get more of it, man. Especially when it comes to the truth. Hey, there's always more to obtain. Always more to obtain. Always something to learn. You know. And even the apostles. I've heard them testify to that. It says in verse 2, "Follow not thine own mind, and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart." Okay, it tells us. I want to say it's in the book of Proverbs or Ecclesiastes, man. It's one of the two. It says, "Lean not unto thine own understanding." We'll just grab it. Proverbs 3 verse 5. It says, "Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." Because the scriptures tell us that the Lord directs the steps of men. Proverbs 20:24. It says, "Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?" So there you go. So a man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Because the Lord directs the steps of men. It says, "Follow not thine own mind, and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart." Why? Because, hey, bro, peep this. This is why that we always tell people to not live according to your feelings, and how you feel about certain things, man. Because this is why. This is Jeremiah 17 and verse 9. "The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it?" So the heart is easily swayed and deceived. So this is why, hey, you must always go back to following the Lord, man. Following the commandments. This is why the Lord established laws, statutes, and commandments. so that no wickedness would come about. But our people obviously took a different turn, you know, and decided to follow after their own mind, their own strength, and to walk in the ways of their hearts. You know, that's what we have done, man. It says, and say not, who shall control me for my works? You know, and we've seen proud ass Jake say this, man. You know, proud ass Jake saying, hey, bro, I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do, man. And ain't nobody gonna stop me because this isn't that. Hey, it says, for the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. It says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me. We've seen people do this too. You know, it says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me. For the Lord is long suffering; he will in no wise let thee go. And I'm gonna get another precept for this, man. What's that, man? Executed not speedily. There we go. So, Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, right? So, like, if a person sins, and they stand there, and they stare at the sky and say, oh, I'm fine, God's not doing nothing, you know, they make a mockery out of the Lord. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. You know? But look, but the scriptures tell us that the Lord will in no wise let you go. So you best be scared, man. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. You know? Because there's times to where we accidentally sin. But when we do sin, we're instantly praying, instantly fasting, instantly begging the Lord for forgiveness, because we have fear to add a sin unto sin. But you people just add sin unto sin with no fear. It reads, and say not, his mercy is great. And hey, bro, this is you Christians. This is you Christians right here. This is you Christians, because you are not without fear. Or, yeah, it says you, Salaki, man, I got myself twisted. You Christians are without fear to add sin unto sin. You don't mind adding sin unto sin because you say, what? Jesus will forgive me. Well, Jesus knows my heart. It says, and say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. And what is a sinner? A sinner is a person that sins unto sin, you know, and what is sin? The transgression of a law. First John 3:4. It says, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of a law. But to you people, the laws and statutes and commandments are done away with, man. The old law is done away with, right? The hell out of here, man. It says, and say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rested upon sinners. Oh, you know what, bro? I'm going to get another one. Since you people say he only loves, right? God only loves, right? Sirach 12:6. It says, for the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly. How are you ungodly? By adding sin unto sin, by doing wickedly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. So it's not if your punishment is going to come, but it's just when the Lord decides to bring your punishment. It says, I make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. So don't tarry, man. What are you tarrying for, man? What are you waiting for ultimately? You see all these things happening in the world. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in that security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Alright? You know, and this, and the part where it says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. This is why it talks about in the scriptures that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. because it's gonna come suddenly and unexpectedly to you people. All right. It says, "For thou shalt be destroyed." It says, "And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and your houses at 2 a.m. You think that you're good. You know, I'm in my house. You know, everything. You know, the doors are locked. Yep, yep, yep. But these thieves out here are crafty, and you know they have certain skills to break into. You know, to break into houses. You know, so you wake up, go out, into your living room, purse is gone, TV's gone, speakers are gone. You know, the kitchen's all torn apart and shit. It's gonna be the same case, man. The same scenario as when the Lord comes to bring judgment. All right. But hey, man, you know, I just want to do this real quick. I'm kind of short on time, but hope and pray that this was edifying. And so until the next one, I'm gonna say shalom.